This is the amateur A-class hardball over 3 rounds in the heavyweight division. Your first fighter stepping into the cage and fighting out of the blue corner, Scott Mitchell!
Sound the unit alarm! Rick Mawdsley's in the house!
And he has a serious following with him. This crowd here is going wild.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
I think it's probably wise that we get in a bit of information about this fight whilst we can, because to be honest, I don't really see this fight lasting long.
What is it to say about Rick Mawdsley? This guy's 6'6", angry and mean, a living, breathing war machine. Goodness gracious. The dude can do backflips. He can do backflips, Jed.
Seeing is believing, man. Seeing is believing. Both guys are extremely competent. They're dangerous guys. I will add one thing though, they're also real gentlemen, two of the nicest guys here tonight.
Absolutely, two very, very nice dudes.
They're scary dudes.
Rick Mawdsley has got 500 fans in the building, Jez. I really, really hope he wins. And that's not from a biased perspective. I just don't want to see 500 unhappy FCC fans.
No one does. But at the end of the day, he's got a very, very difficult opponent in front of him, Scott Mitchell.
Absolutely, Scott Mitchell. This guy's a warrior. This guy's out of Blackledge MMA, so we know this guy's no joke. This guy is a very, very good fighter. Now, just to give you an idea of just how good Scott Mitchell is, Scott Mitchell has been in Rampage Jackson's camp for 10 weeks over in Brazil. When Rampage was in his camp for fighting Glover Teixeira, Scott Mitchell's one of the guys he took over to spar with. That's how good Scott Mitchell is. So, we are not seeing a guy that's sold a lot of tickets get fed a bum. No. We're seeing a guy who's got a lot of tickets sold, fighting a very, very good fighter.
Yeah.
Now, Rick Mawdsley is quite possibly one of the biggest human beings I've ever seen in my entire life. This one is all about size and power versus technique.
Yeah, very much
Jez,
so.
I genuinely don't know what's going to happen.
No, I don't either. Scott Mitchell is a very competent boxer. He's fighting out of Blackledge, so we know what that means. But as you mentioned, Brad, he spent a lot of time training with Rampage and Tom Blackledge, and the rumour has it that when he was rolling with Rampage, he was holding his own. So, you know, he's a very good all-round MMA fighter.
Rumour has it that when the bogeyman goes to sleep at night, he checks under his bed for Rick Mawdsley.
One thing for certain, this is going to be a cracking fight.
Rumour has it that Rick Mawdsley, excuse me, Jed. Rumour has it that Superman wears Rick Mawdsley pyjamas. Rumour has it that Rick Mawdsley can slam a revolving door.
There's probably only one man who could actually take on Rick Mawdsley and win, and that's Chuck Norris.
I think Chuck Norris would lose his arsehole, I'll be honest with you. You know what I'm really interested to learn, Jez? How many midgets do you think Rick Mawdsley could beat in the fight? I think about 50.
How many?
About 50.
Have you seen Mad Max Escape from the Thunderdome?
I have.
Well, I'd love to see that, a midget on Rick Mawdsley's shoulders.
Speaking of Mad Max, we've got Lord Humongous right here. Oh my lord. Sound the unit alarm. Shout out to Ben Cartledge. Shout out to Jay Furness. There was a unit in the cage right now, and his name is Rick Mawdsley. But he's fighting a very, very incredible opponent in Scott Mitchell. Yeah. Scott Mitchell's no joke, guys and girls.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Right, one thing we just want to get in before this as well.
I hope this cage is reinforced, folks. Yeah. I really do.
We know both fighters are looking to take this and looking for a heavyweight title, so watch this space. Mark my words, whoever comes out of this win is going to be looking for the title, so can't wait. Let's get it on!
Oh my God! Big punches there from Scott Mitchell, who's looking for a takedown. How about Mawdsley trying to power him into the cage? Mawdsley looking so casual in that.
Very casual.
Oh, the beautiful drip takedown from Rick Mawdsley. He's not all power after all. This guy's got technique, boys and girls.
That was impressive. I had no idea that was going to come. Was not expecting that at all, but great to see some versatility already from Rick Mawdsley. Now let's see if the hype about Mitchell's ground game is all it's supposed to be. You know, we know he's competent. You know, there's a lot of power and a lot of weight down on him.
Look at the face of Rick Mawdsley. He looks so calm in there. So calm.
I'm waiting for a little cheeky smile and a wink.
Another day in the office for Rick Mawdsley, man. They call this guy not a very politically correct nickname. They call him Mong Power. I'm assuming that's because he's got Mong Power. Oh, and he's showing the power right now.
He's got knockout power.
He's got Mitchell out. He's got the ground and pound. Referee Dean Ware taking a good look at this one. Mawdsley switches to a guillotine choke. Unbelievable. Great technique from Mawdsley here.
And what you got to say, what a chin from Mitchell. He was getting pounded. You know, he took that. What resilience.
Mitchell looking for a takedown here. Mawdsley's powering through. Absolutely powering through this takedown attempt.
A lot of weight he's got to get there, but he's in a good position.
Referee Dean Ware warning about strikes to the spine there. I'm sure that was accidental by Rick Mawdsley. Mawdsley digging for an underhook now, trying to get some leverage to get Scott Mitchell off him, and Scott Mitchell looking for a desperation takedown in his own corner in front of coach Tom Blackledge.
Very much so, but you know, in this position with such a big opponent, it's going to be draining just holding him there in that position.
And what is Scott Mitchell's head made out of that he can withstand those shots from Rick Mawdsley?
Well, the guy's a proven boxer. I mean, you know, he knows how to take a punch, doesn't he? He demonstrated that.
You know, a lot of people were maybe writing Rick Mawdsley off before this, but he's put a good showing in here. Whatever happens now, Mawdsley can be proud of himself.
Oh, definitely.
But Scott Mitchell with a takedown, and it's Scott Mitchell in the advantageous position. But Mawdsley's standing up.
Mawdsley,
oh my goodness!
He's really impressing me. You know, he came into this fight. Yeah, okay. You know, the guy is a baller. He's a fighter. But he had 10 weeks of MMA training prior to this fight. But you wouldn't know it from what we're seeing right now.
Absolutely not, man. Rick Mawdsley's harder than algebra. And he's trying for a power guillotine as the last 10 seconds of this round tick away. The crowd are going wild for Rick Mawdsley. Mitchell can't get this takedown at the end of the round. He can't get it. And that's going to be a first round for Rick Mawdsley, ladies and gentlemen.
What an incredible round. I didn't think I'd be saying this, but I can't wait for round two.
I know.
And the crowd are loving it, and rightfully so. They're being treated to a top quality display right now.
Rick Mawdsley has never had an MMA fight. He's had 10 weeks of MMA training, and he's just gone 3 hard minutes with Scott Mitchell, who's 3-0, who's an incredibly talented MMA fighter. Rick Mawdsley is for real. This guy's not just a big, powerful guy. This guy's a talented fighter. And I know we talked a lot about Rick Mawdsley. I want to go back to Scott Mitchell. and give credit to Scott Mitchell, because he's dealing with a huge human being. He's fighting an incredible Hulk right here, Jez, and he's doing well.
He weathered the storm extremely well, and I mean, the benefit he has right now is that his corner is going to be giving him some very sound advice, and you know, he should be calm, he should be collected. Yeah, that was a tough round, but you know, it's all to play for, and you got to ask whether Mawdsley's got the
Mawdsley
conditioning.
said he was going to be looking for the knees. We've not seen them yet, but he's not really had a chance. I think if he can get a clinch position, he's going to be looking for those knees.
Oh, saying that both. Do you remember last time we saw Scott Mitchell at FCC3? Second minute, he dropped Pickett with a huge knee and followed in with a deadly ground and pound. I'm buzzing with anticipation. I can't wait. Just let's get it going again. Come on. Desperate.
Here we go, round 2, ladies and gentlemen. Mitchell versus Mawdsley. And it's Mawdsley with punches now. And Mawdsley staying back with impunity as Mitchell punches him right in the face. This is incredible.
Mawdsley just dropped his hands, smiled and ate them.
I am so excited, I'm talking gibberish. And Mitchell now with the clinch up against the cage. This is exactly what he needs to do. He needs to grind this one out. He does not need to be taking punches from Rick Mawdsley.
No, this is a really sensible move by Mitchell right now. But you can see as they're up against the cage, the size difference. Look at the shoulder width of Mawdsley.
There's a break there by referee Neil Hall. Not entirely sure what that break was for. Both fighters being warned now. I think it might be due to low blows, possibly accidental. You know, when you're looking for those knees to the inside leg, you know the short knees sometimes go up in there to the box. But Scott Mitchell throwing bombs, Mawdsley throwing right back. Mawdsley throwing huge shots. Mitchell now has got him in a body lock from the rear position. He's going to take him down, or not.
Well, that's a feat in itself, isn't it? Just to get this guy to the ground.
He's as tall as a kangaroo. He's as heavy as an elephant. What do you do to get this guy down to the ground, Jez?
I don't know. I'd just run away, to be honest. But I'm glad I'm sat this side of the cage. That's for sure.
I wouldn't fight Rick Mawdsley if I was driving a Sherman tank. And to be honest, based on this performance, the same thing goes for Scott Mitchell.
No, these guys are tough dudes.
And there's a takedown from Mitchell. He's going for the ground and pound, but Mawdsley stands up, and Mawdsley's in the top position. And Rick Mawdsley's throwing the ground and pound down. And you do not want this beast of a man on top here.
No, and he's caught him well. He's just taking his time. He just needs to be patient. But
you've got to question the kind of condition that Mawdsley's in now. Yeah. Look, this guy's huge, and the condition's always going to be a factor. I don't care how fit you are. If you're that big, there's only so much oxygen your heart can pump around your bloodstream. Yeah. And Mawdsley's got to be considering that.
Yeah, well, when your muscles are that big, they require so much oxygen. And like you're saying, it's only a matter of time before the lactic acid will build up and fatigue will set in.
Mawdsley trying to posture up and land some bombs now. Mitchell trying to scramble his way out.
But certainly the pace of the fight has deteriorated right now. Both fighters just vying for position. Mitchell looking to escape out the side and onto the back, not quite successful.
Not successful. Mawdsley now back in control on top of this one. And Mawdsley looking to rain down some punishment. He needs to free those arms, he needs to posture up, and he needs to throw that ground and pound down. But Mitchell being very active off his back, Jez.
He's like, Mawdsley's a bit like a plague, isn't he? It's like the black plague, he just smothers you. But saying that, Mitchell is doing a good job. He's doing everything he needs to do. But so look, we're now going into round 3. Can't be saying that. But how do you score this so far, Brad?
You know, I've got it 1 round each. I've got it 1 round apiece. And before this fight, I thought there was more chance of me winning the lottery tonight than this scene round 3. Credit to Rick Mawdsley. It's his first MMA fight against a 3-0 guy who's very talented. Incredible performance by Rick Mawdsley so far, and an incredible performance by Scott Mitchell for holding his own with a huge weight disadvantage. But that's what you get in the heavyweight division, you know.
That's it. Well, I know, like we was talking about earlier, we've made various points during this fight. those strengths are also disadvantages, and that's what we love about MMA. It's such a dynamic sport. But regardless what happens in this third final round and whatever the outcome is, I can't wait to see both these fighters back, because they've already offered so much, and the crowd really are witnessing something fantastic here.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The crowd are going wild. We're going wild in the commentary position. It's Scott Mitchell, it's Rick Mawdsley, it's round 3, it's FCC 4, it's Brad Bolton and Jez Cook on the mics, and we are about to get it on.
One way or another, at the end of this round, we are going to have a winner.
If it lasts that long. Mawdsley with the right hook, Mitchell coming back with bombs of his own, and Mawdsley's taking him on the chin, and Mitchell's getting huge shots. Scott Mitchell with bombs, left and right hooks going in, and Mawdsley's just taking him on the chin and walking right through them. Incredible.
Mitchell really demonstrating his boxing pedigree there, but
Mitchell going for a leg trip takedown. He's got it. Scott Mitchell calm as you like. Rick Mawdsley calm as you like. Sorry, with that takedown, but this is not where he wants to be, Jez.
No, he doesn't, and it's going to be difficult for him with the fatigue to move into a dominant position. He's on his back. He just needs to try and wrap him up at the moment and get the fight back on its feet, really. So Mitchell from this position, trying to keep busy, but not really giving any room. Left team, we're looking closely at the action here. Urging both fighters to keep busy. Once again, urging the fighters, telling them if he doesn't see any action, he's going to be getting the fighters both up onto their feet. But this is a crucial part of the fight, because, as we said, going into third 1-1, and for certain, Mitchell is doing everything he needs to take this third round.
Yeah, he's chipping away at Rick Mawdsley, and Mawdsley not able to get up off this position. Mitchell's not doing a hell of a lot of damage, but
he's doing what's necessary, though. The action's still on the ground here. Both fighters are given absolutely everything. Mawdsley really doesn't have any answers for the attack being set upon him by Mitchell. Mitchell continuing with this thorough, particular ground and pound. It's not very pretty.
No, it's a solid, but it's an effective but unattractive performance here by Scott Mitchell. He's doing what he's got to do, and who can blame him? You don't want to stand up with this guy, but that's exactly what's going to happen. Dean Weir calls the stand up, and Rick Mawdsley's going to have one chance to steal this fight right now.
And he needs to wake up.
Last 10 seconds. Mawdsley tries to throw a right uppercut. He's not going to get it. And there's the end of the fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, what a absolute battle. These guys are getting a standing ovation, and rightfully so. A classic here at FCC for those people who are privileged to witness something great. And hats off to these guys. A fantastic performance. I can't wait to see them both back in, dare I say it, hopefully against one another. But a truly incredible fight, and we look forward to seeing much more from both Rick Mawdsley and Scott Mitchell. Moving on to side for the result, a highly anticipated result.
Ladies and gentlemen, after speaking to all three judges, a decision has been made that this fight is a majority draw! Guys, if I could ask you both to come over here, stop and wait! Stop! Stop! Just want to come over here and ask you now what you're doing here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Scott Mitchell. Scott, he's quite possibly the biggest human being I've ever seen in my life. What an incredible fight, how do you feel? It was one of those fights that was power versus technique, it looked fantastic. How did you prepare for a guy like that? You come from a fantastic gym, you played one of the other five in Wimbledon. So I hope to see you in the next FCC. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Mitchell. This is your first MMA fight. You want to against undefeated guy, a guy who's trained with Rampage Jackson and Tom Blackledge. Are you proud of your performance? Well, Rick, you've got one or two fans out here somewhere. Well, Rick, for your first MMA fight, I must say, it's an absolutely fantastic performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Mawdsley!